Probably just... Damn! I'll be honest, y'all, I finished editing 3 hours of video, alright? It was like the video I recorded like 2 weeks ago before I really started the exams, right? And today we're the 20th, so we're 2 days after the last recording. I have 6 hours of editing to do for that video that we did two days ago. I don't want to. We're doing this shit. We're finishing round 0 tonight rather. When I looked out the window, I saw something I didn't think was possible. Alright, we read that a bit at the end of last episode. Hold up. The wall of undying flames that surrounded the school had gone out. The only thing out there now was the endless city ruins. The wall of fire is gone too. I guess this is what it's always looked out here, but it feels strange. Is this really how it ends? Did we really lose to the invaders? We just seen through... Through to that traitor's true nature sooner. Couldn't have, dog. We couldn't have. Never could have done that. Nobody even imagined there was someone sabotaging us behind the scenes. ... No. What about the invaders' all-out attack? Is that still happening? Wonder. Our mission's already failed after all. At the very least, the enemy no longer has any reason to attack this place as desperately as they did before. That is true, but they don't know that, right? Because let's say they had recon troops, right? Recon. That were with the Supreme Commander. They could have reported what happened. But even then, they wouldn't have known. They wouldn't be aware that the baby is gone. So, what you say is true, but like, is it really? Except to come and finish us all off. I don't want to fight anymore. I'm done fighting. Are we sure no one's sending someone to get us? They've really abandoned us? Why would they rescue people they see as disposable? I'm far too noble and important to just be thrown away. Someday, the Otsutsuki family will crush all of humanity. But why? Knock it off, you sound like Eito. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing to say. Eito, buddy. You're incredible. I've been thinking about Eito. After the events. I've been thinking about him. And oh boy, I like him. I like him so much. I feel like he didn't have that much time to like not really develop, but really be a villain through and through, because he just appears at the end and he just dies. But I think that the fact that he doesn't overstay his welcome is also one of his strengths as a villain. That's very good. Eito, I'm gonna be honest, I like him a lot. Even though most of what I liked of him during the whole game was fake. I like that there's two hymns. It really makes the character, what can I say, I don't want to say her, because I don't even know what I'm saying at this point, but yeah. So, now, what do we do? Now what? There's nothing left to do here, but there's no reason to leave either. We're really going to stay until they're 100 at least? I'm tripping. I'm inventing words. Are we really going to stay until they're 100 at least? I think so. There's nowhere else for need you to shut up. Oh, we've played the game this far. It wouldn't hurt to see the ending on the final day, right? We have nothing to do, nowhere to be, and nowhere to go. I'm feeling it all over again. The total loss of everything I hold dear. Damn. If that ain't despair, I don't know what it is. Day 97. No lights in the room? It's the morning though. When I woke up the next day, I couldn't motivate myself to get out of bed. Emptiness. helplessness. Those emotions still overwhelmed me. Losing Karu and Nozomi. Being betrayed by Eito. I had nothing. Not a place to return to. Nor anything I could do. What I could do about any of this. In the end, I couldn't do anything. I whispered listlessly and let my heavy body sink into the bed. And I kept sinking deeper and deeper. Day 98. Damn. It wasn't even morning when suddenly it happened. What? Hold up, am I recording? I am. Hello. What? My body. Didn't know what was causing it. Oh, rejection. You're getting rejection. I just know it. But something abnormal was happening to my body. It wasn't just heavy. Throughout my whole body, I felt warm. Hot. Abnormally hot. Far beyond anything like a regular fever. Don't tell me I have rejection symptoms. Had the cryptoglobin rejection that plagued Nozomi finally come for me? Maybe this was what I deserved. I was being punished for being unable to do for the baby in the defense room. Punishment for being unable to even trust him, let alone protect him. As I moaned from the intense heat running through my body, I finally stopped resisting it. Soon, I lost consciousness, as if the heat was swallowing me whole. Is somebody gonna check on you? Day 99? Nope. How much time passed after that? Minutes? Hours? Longer still? I couldn't say. I lost all sense of time. That's new. That's a new scream. The vicious heat assaulting my body didn't subside. It only grew in intensity. The heat woke me from my sleep. It was so hot I felt like I was being burned from the inside out. What is this? I'm burning up. It's like my body's on fire. It's not rejection, is it? It's like something more. Yeah. Is bro giving birth? Hold up. This may sound weird, but the baby, we just talked about the baby. Now this baby I think was alive, right? It wasn't a fetus. But I don't know. I feel like it has something to do with the fact that we absorbed way too much cryptoglobin, right? With the Supreme Commander and the baby. Because we completely absorbed the baby, but not the whole commander, I'm pretty sure. Yup. Immediately, my vision filled with flames. Fire erupted from my very body. Not just any flames. They were undying flames? I was enveloped in the undying flames. They were emanating from inside of me. I let out a scream, and then something even stranger happened. Oh. The flames that filled my vision pulled away from me. They became a ball-like mass and began to writhe in front of me before forming into another shape. Hey, what up, dog? Just like that, the boy made of undying flames was there.
お前どうして生きているのかって？いや、僕の本体はすでに死んでいる。青月くんに殺されて。じゃあこれは遺血に残された僕の最後の意識、残留思念みたいなものかな。それが今の僕みたいだ。残留思念。僕にもわからない。本当にこの遺血って力は不思議だよ。でも話せてよかった。最後にどうしても君と話しておきたかったんだ。
It's curious to me too, but I don't have any strong feelings about being killed. Strange, isn't it? Damn. You feel nothing about your own death. I'm not even sure that I was truly alive in the first place. What do you mean? Not only do I not have a name, but I don't know anything about my origins either. Nothing about my mother or father, or the place or date I was born. Nothing at all? What did my real body look like to you? Newborn baby? You didn't just look like one, you clearly were one. Several years have passed since I was born. I'm about the same age as the rest of you. Aha. So, have you been charging fire for 16 years? 16, 17, maybe 18, maybe even more, but because we don't really know the exact age of the people here, right? Could be a Danganronpa situation where we're supposedly high schoolers, but we're in the 20s. We're about 20 because, you know, we went to sleep for a bit. As a trade-off for the overwhelming power I was born with, my body was incapable of growing physically. It was unable to endure the sheer might of my cryptoglobin. The all too great price to pay for the benefits of this mutation. It's ironic, isn't it? My cryptoglobin is practically all-powerful, but my body was incapable of sustaining itself. Were you engineered? I wonder. Please, even if you can tell me anything, tell me what you know. What is cryptoglobin? I don't know. Even I am not sure what this power really is. You've been left in the dark too? I only learned that the enemy had the same power when I arrived here. Damn. Sorry for the stuttering, but bro, damn. Still don't know why that is either. So in the end, not a soul here was told anything. Was that to prevent information from leaking to the enemy? Or because we were destined to die here no matter what we did? Because of that body, I never got to experience having friends. I couldn't risk letting anyone close to me, not when I could have lost control over my power at any moment. Saray was the only person I ever spoke to. He looked after me ever since I was young. Saray, huh? Aww. Yes, he raised me, if only as a weapon. It was my destiny to live and die here at Last Defense Academy. To use this power to eradicate the invaders. Are you okay with that? It doesn't matter. With my body the way it was, I was in no position to resist, and to cooperate with the mission in order to live. Well, I call it cooperating, but I was just having my power constantly drained from me. Maybe you pity me, but I've long since accepted my existence as a weapon. I've never once considered what it was that I personally wanted to do. Not until I heard about all of you. Saray told me on the first day, when he brought me here. He said a group of boys and girls my age had been brought here as a special defense unit to protect me. Once I heard that, I felt happy for some reason. It was my first real emotion. I was so curious, I wanted to get a look at you. So I created an avatar with my cryptoglobin. Behind Saray's back, of course. If he'd found out, he would have scolded me for wasting my power. And then you found me. Yes, you mistook me for an invader and began to panic. I see. I'm sorry. No, I realized that it was a natural response, considering my appearance and inability to communicate. Besides, the situation was what it was. After that, I thought I should stop creating avatars. But Saray suddenly stopped coming to see me, so I was even more curious what was happening with all of you. I decided to check in on things in this form again, all while trying to stay out of sight. I only appeared in front of you on urgent occasions when I had something I really needed to tell you. He came always before an attack, or always before something happened, so I wonder, since he has these avatars, was he No, surely not. was about to say, was he aware of Eito being the traitor? Because I think he visited us before Hiroko died, I'm pretty sure. He said, I really needed to tell you. So every time I went to see you, I really needed to tell you something. But the thing is, he acted normally before we entered the defense room, right? So I don't think he was suspicious of Eito. Now that you mention it, whenever we were in a bind, you were always there. You must have realized we were in trouble and tried to warn me. From your point of view, I must have been a strange being, but I started to feel an affinity for all of you. I started to want to fight alongside all of you, as a friend. As a friend. All this was very strange to me as well. Had no idea where these feelings were coming from. I envied you. Envied us. The people who are constantly bickering and never sticking together? True as that may be, the sight of all of you working so hard to stay alive was beautiful to someone living with no meaning, like me. But in the end, it was all for nothing. We failed. It's easy to blame it all on Eito's betrayal, but I'm sure that wasn't the only cause. We were sloppy from the start, about fighting, about protecting each other. I stayed in the same state of mind as when I got dragged into this, fighting without resolve or conviction. And as a result, I lost everything. My comrades, and someone very dear to me too. So you have regrets? You bet I do. I'm full of regrets. I just can't stop thinking about it, wondering if I could have done more. Say you're gonna initiate the... You know? If I just done better. Maybe I could have saved Nozomi, saved Garua. I know regret won't undo anything, but I can't get it out of my head. Even Eito was able to do all this because of me. Do you want to redo the past? The reason I came to you this final time was to talk about exactly that. This is the last message I'll ever give you, and it's the most important of all. Yeah? What do you want to tell me? When I was killed by Eito, all of my cryptoglobin was incorporated into him, and it strengthened his special skill. I watched your battle from inside of him, and I noticed something. A strange occurrence with Eito's special skill. Really? What happened to it? After absorbing my... gotta do something, bro. After absorbing my cryptoglobin, Eito's special skill underwent... I suppose you'd call it an evolution. It sure seemed that way when we were fighting him. Must have been... hold up. Must be the effect of my cryptoglobin. It seemed to stimulate the power that was already inside of him. And by now... hold up, and now... by way of Eito, that cryptoglobin resides in you. Your specialist skill, which allows you to redo things, should also have evolved to its highest... oh my god, to its highest level. There was something I was wondering. Where the specialist skills canon? Throughout the game I was asking myself. Now perhaps it was told at the beginning that they were, but I forgot about it, so I kept questioning myself. I suspected that this special redo was super weird. How does it work canonically? Right? Like, Takumi's not gonna rewind time for him only and the others aren't aware of it. Like, I don't even think I used it, to be honest. Maybe once, but that's about it. So I don't know if it actually had, effects on the story, but it's so weird when you think about it. How does that redo skill work, right? Yeah, the fact that Eito's specialist skill evolved, yeah, it was here. I don't want to say it was obvious, but it was here, definitely. If he used that power, he would be able to return further back in time than before. All the way back to the beginning of this 100-day period, in fact. back to the beginning? You're telling me I could do all 100 days over again? I think you have the power to do so now. I can feel it from inside of you. Pause. Is this for real? Can I really go back and redo it? Redo all of it? Naturally. He'd be the only one going back. He'd have to part ways with everyone. Huh? Then what would happen to the others? Would they all have to keep living here in this timeline? I'm not sure. They may continue to exist as part of a parallel world, or they might vanish the moment you redo things. Can't tell you anything for certain. There's no telling how returning to the past might affect other things either. What do you mean? The flow of time is by nature one of the absolute truths of the world. There's no way that flow can be reversed. Breaking that rule and warping time to your own ends is bound to have consequences. Oh, that is so interesting. Something unexpected might happen in the world you return to. It may have unfathomable effects on your cryptoglobin. You know, Ito at some point told us some bullshit about parallel worlds. So I wonder, was he actually aware? Was he just bullshitting? Or is this just a play by the writers? I wonder. Also, I wonder if Karua, for example, is a the fact that we remember Karua is a byproduct. Nah, not really. Let me finish still. I was about to say, the memories we have with Karua are from another world. Let's say that this world is actually the actual Route Zero, right? And that we used this power to redo all 100 days. And in this world, we did not live with Karua, which is why Nozomi exists, right? Because in this world, there is no Karua, there is only Nozomi. The thing is, it doesn't explain like the very beginning of the game. The dog, Surrey. Basically, yeah, again, just basically the beginning of the game. And the fact that Nozomi has the scar on her tummy. Even on the cryptoglobin? Could he... No, I don't think our specialist skill is gonna change, but... Huh. Nothing would be out of the realm of possibility. You'd be using your power to violate the very laws of the universe. At any rate, redoing the past will come with its risk, at the very least. And it will also mean that you'll have to fight all your battles again. You'll have to fight this cruel war all over again, from the start. The outcome may not necessarily be positive. In fact, it could end worse than it has now. But if you're plagued with regret, if you wish to reclaim what you've lost, then you ought to try using that power. You should try to redo the past.
どうするかは君自身が決めることだ。
You're gonna give me the choice?
君は自分の思う正しい選択をすればいい。
Hold up. You're gonna give me the
自
choice.
分で決めたことを信じて進めばいい。
Even if I die, I want to press forward and trust is my... damn, and trust in my decision, huh? Trust in my decision. That's all I wanted to That's all I wanted to say. I'm glad I finally got the chance to tell you. What happens to you now? I believe I will simply vanish. Or rather, I've already vanished. The fact that I am here in this way is one more miracle brought about by cryptoglobin. So now, I'm going to disappear for good, like I always should have. You tell me one last thing before you go. You were nameless. You had no roots. You were incapable of living on your own, treated like a weapon, and then killed. Do you want to relive that life? I wonder. Maybe it's not worth reliving, but I am what I am. So I don't think anything will ever change. I am what I am. Damn. But if I could, there is something I'd like to do. What's that?
今度はちゃんと君たちの仲間になりたいんだ。一緒に揉めたり喧嘩をしながら死ぬその時まで必死に生きてみたいよ。
Leaving those words behind, like flames slowly converging, the ghost boy vanished. Such a cool character, man. Such a cool character. I like him a lot too. I like his last speech. There were no announcements playing anymore. Really? I awoke on day 99 in an eerie silence. I hadn't moved from my bed. I couldn't get the conversation from last night out of my head. I can't redo the past. But I'm the only one who can do it. I don't know what will happen to the others. And I have no idea what will be affected or how things will change as a result of going back. And above all, if I redo the past, I'd have to fight for 100 days all over again. I wonder how everyone else is doing. I'm a little curious. Maybe I'll go check in on them. Oh. Very interesting. Alright. Kiyoshika, what you doing? Right, I forgot, my dumbass. There were no announcements anymore. It's normal. The academy is not, fueled anymore. It has no power. Are we truly going to rot away along with Earth? Will we never see anyone in the complex again? Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could redo these 100 days, what would you do, Kiyoshika? Would you do it all over again? If I could redo it, by all means, I'd do it over again. We'd be certain to win our fights against the invaders the second time around. But even if we win, we still die, correct? And maybe it's better this way?
しかし、無意味に生きるより武士道に死ぬというのも。拙者、どうすればいいでござるか。
I see. Everyone is probably gonna be the same. They're gonna say, yes, I'm gonna redo it, but... Oh, can we... No. Why? Why do things have to end so miserably for me? Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could redo these 100 days, what would you do, Kurara? Would you do it all over again? Huh? What kind of juvenile question is that? But if I could, I'd turn it all around. We'd win our fights, and we'd survive without a single casualty.
そんなハッピーエンドを力ずくで奪い取ってやれば、大鈴木家の名にかけてね。
There's no buts for her. That's very cool. That is very cool. I would snatch at happy endings from the hands of fate. That is cool. What's going to happen to us? We managed to survive up to this point, but what do we do now? Is nobody going to come for us? Am I never going to see my family again? Do I just have to stay here until Earth is destroyed? Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could stop repeating this shit over and over again, would you do it all over again? If it meant I could see my family again, I'd want to do it all over.
結局勝っても死んじゃうならもう嫌だよ。もうあんな戦いはしたくないもん。
Yukamo. What kind of bullshit are you gonna say, I wonder? Yo. In a sense, this is a happy ending because we've managed to live. But on the other hand, it's a bad ending because we've lost the war. What kind of ending is this, ultimately? Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could stop being a weirdo, would you do it all over again, Yugamu? Seriously? What an adorable question. And I refrain. I doubt any good would come out of a redo.
この戦いは最初からそういう運命だったんだよ。
A very negative answer. My king. My king, what do you have to say? I know I'd better be off dead anyway, but I really wish I could have been useful somehow. Then Leo would have been proud of me. That I wasn't able to even make that happen. Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could save the prisoner, would you do it all over again? I wonder. Someone like me would probably only end up with the same pathetic outcome at this time. A waste of space is still a waste of space, no matter how many times he does something.
壊滅的につまらない答えですみません。もう頭もあまり回らなくなってきました。
I am disappointed, my king. I actually expected something out of you. Tomorrow is day 100. I can't believe we're gonna reach day 100 with everyone so damn miserable. Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could pimp your bike a lot more, would you do it all over again? Huh? What'd you say? You're kidding? Of course I'd do it all over again. And this time, I'd be the supreme dickhead and ate on a bloody pope.
でもそんなことはできやしねえ。言ってて虚しいだけだな。
Damn. Empty words. I can't do anything. Gaku. Gaku, I don't expect shit from him. But if you do happen to say something good, I'll be surprised. Hey, isn't anyone gonna come from the artificial satellite and save us? Are they really just gonna leave us here to die? What are we supposed to do now? There might still be invaders out there too. Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could be rich in another life, would you do it all over again? Why would I fight again? Would you ever want to do that? Oh, but if I did it over again, maybe we could have negotiated with Saray and got him to let us live.
No.
Dumbass. There's no sense in thinking about this. It's not like it's possible anyway.
ついてねえ人生だな。人生を丸ごとやり直してよ。
Interesting. Want to redo it. He says, huh? I'm interested in what Kako is gonna say, so I'm gonna leave her for last, but the Rumi is pretty interesting too. Since all the machines have stopped functioning, I can actually die now if I want to. Maybe I should just die. I don't want to fight with the rest of the I don't want to fight the rest of the invaders. Oh, I know. Let's all just kill each other. An all-out brawl until only one of us is left. Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could live another life where your daddy doesn't beat the shit out of you every goddamn day after a beer, would you do it all over again? Nah, sounds like too much effort. I don't really want a happy ending anyway.
だるみにはこんな終わり方がふさわしいんだよ。何もかも中途半端な終わり方がさ。
Well, as about expected. That is about as expected from the Rumi. Kako. What am I supposed to do now? Just wait for the Earth to be destroyed? Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could... Damn. If you could redo these 100 days, what would you do, Kako? Would you do it all over again? Huh? If I could redo it, I would! I'd do it all over again. I'd make sure to protect Ima and everyone else. Even if our only choice was to die in the end, I'd still want to die alongside my dear brother.
そんなの無理ってわかってるけど、もう今は死んじゃったし。
I guess I've talked to everybody now. Should probably head back to my room. Even Damn, even after I got back from my room, oh my god. I kept agonizing over the same thoughts as usual. Time went by as I ruminated, and before I knew it, night had fallen. Driving in my car after a beer. This was supposed to be my last night at Last Defense Academy, but not that it really matters now. Day 100, the day we've been striving for, is coming tomorrow. But this ending is a far cry from what any of us had hoped for. I'm inventing words and I do not know why. I don't know how it happens, but it happens. Although my lips are dry as dead. Not here in order to see the person dearest to me once again. To go back to Karua. But my Karua is dead. For some reason, she showed up as Nozomi Kirifuji, and she died in my arms. From the moment she died, I've been full of regret. Regret that I couldn't save her. I feel the same about Ima and Hiruko, about not seeing Eito's betrayal coming. I regret everything. And it's not only regret that plagues me, it's also frustration. There's still so much I don't understand. Me too, me too, me too.
私やっぱり君に会ったことあったんだね。一緒にあんなにいろんな話をしたのに、どうして忘れちゃってたんだろう。
何を言ってるんだ。
そっか、そうなんだね。君があの時のたっくんなんだね。
Hold up. My apologies. Why did Karua show up here as Nozomi Kirifuji? Why did you forget who she was? What in the world happened to her? And then there's Eito's final words to me. I don't know the truth.
そうだね。それが君たちの考える真実だったね。まるで間違ってるけど。
Am I okay not knowing? Is it really okay for things to end like this? But if I go back to the past, I'll have to fight 100 days all over again. Will I fight again? Will we go to war again? Is that the correct path for me to take? Are you gonna let me choose or not? I spent my 99th night at the academy turning the same thoughts over and over in my head. And then Day 100. We finally made it to Day 100. The day the undying flames were originally meant to rain down on the planet. Whoops. The day would put a stop to world death by burning all of the invaders to ash, taking us with them. The day that all of humanity up on that satellite has been waiting for. But now... Ding dong! Aren't the doorbells using electricity? So how come it works? I'm guessing it's Kako. As I opened the door, Panic's voice greeted me. There's no alerts. There is no alert, so we wouldn't be able to tell if the invaders actually came for their all-out attack. Takumi, something crazy happened. Has happened. Come right away. What is it? What happened? Just go to the war room. Everyone's already there. Okay. After that one-sided conversation, Tsubasa ran off. What was that all about? It couldn't be the invaders, could it? Did they come for their final all-out attack? They really are. What should we do? Fight them? Do we even have a reason to keep fighting anymore? I guess we're meeting in the war room to discuss it. Better hurry. Is there anyone outside? No. Is this supposed to... Yeah, huh? There's power. Why is this the only place with power? Did you fix it, Tsubasa? No, it wasn't me. This morning, I was walking around the school and noticed the lights had come back on in here. It's only in this room though. Everything else is still out of order. Is that why you brought us here? That's right. I called everyone here after I heard the news. Why do you not have your mask on? You scared the piss out of me. I was convinced the invaders were attacking. Took a look outside, but there are no signs of any enemies approaching. Like the final all-out attack not happening anymore? From the invaders' perspective, there isn't much reason to attack this place anymore. If they had any guts, they'd come after us. But I guess this is what you expect when the minions left after the big boss is dead. But why is there suddenly power in this room? The undying flames. Repairing the rest of the school. Maybe this place had a backup power source? So it just automatically went live? Why now? By the way, has anyone seen Lady Kurara? I wonder what happened with her. I'm over here. But don't look! It's embarrassing! What happened to your mask? My doorbell rang so suddenly. I was in a hurry to leave. Then I stepped on my mask and tore it! Sure. Whatever you say, dog. Stop it, Darumi. This isn't the time for that. Then something new happened. Communication? Strange music suddenly started blasting through the speakers. Whoa, what the? I think I know what this is. Listen, it's the music they play for graduation ceremonies and stuff. Huh. I've never been to a graduation though. My teachers hated me, so I didn't get invited. Why the heck is it? An announcement echoed throughout the school, cutting off Takamaru's question.
まもなく最重要作戦遂行予定時刻になります。ただいまより最終防衛学園は攻撃モードへの移行を開始します。
Huh? Attack mode? What is going on? What exactly is about to begin? Wait, be quiet. Do you hear that? Huh? What are you? We strained our ears to listen for any sounds around us. Sure enough. He's right. I hear something. It's mechanical. Something is running somewhere. Something is running. Bro, stop repeating things, dog. Is there a bunker for us?
繰り返します。これより590秒後に全方位攻撃を開始します。特防隊の皆さんは速やかに校庭に避難してください。
Evacuate? Why? It's telling us to go out to the schoolyard. What do we do? Obviously we gotta go. Let's go find out what the hell's going on. I guess it's better than staying here and rotting. I didn't want any sunlight today. This is... Why am I even reading? Bewildered, we all started to run to the schoolyard. I'll be right behind you. I just have to fix my mask. Alright, but hurry. Can I do it again? Oh, it doesn't change. Too bad. Now we could access the schoolyard from inside, which is dumb. Here we are in the schoolyard. I don't see nothing different about it. Is there something here? The announcement said something about attack mode, but I don't... Oh, everyone! There! Look over there! Tsubasa pointed to the top of the school building. We all looked up. There were several huge missile turrets jutting out of the roof. So yeah, the Dying Flames missiles.
砲台みたいだね。あれが攻撃モードってやつ？
あれが。
もしかしてあの砲台から世界中を一気に爆撃するって作戦だったんじゃない？
消えない炎をためたミサイルをですね。
They were gonna launch the missiles from there and wipe out all the invaders on Earth, huh? It looks so sinister. But nothing's gonna happen now, is it? Those things don't work anymore, right? In theory, there's no more undying flames to fill them after all. Just then, the announcement rang out all around us again.
これより400秒後に全方位
Yeah, we get it.
攻撃までの防衛活動は迎撃システムに引き継がれます。
Intercept system. Shut up, bro. You're not me.
特防隊の皆さんは速やかに校庭に射出される脱出ポットに乗船して
So
ください。
they thought about this, huh? They
繰り返し
damn.
ます。
They thought about us, huh?
これより390秒後に全方位攻撃を開始します。
Are we?
特防隊の皆さんは
Where
校庭に
was
射出
this?
される脱出ポットに乗船してください。まもなく全方位攻撃が開始されます。
脱出ポットって
脱出ポッ
俺
トに
たちを逃がすための。
速やかに出発してください。繰り返します。まもなく全方位攻撃が開始されます。
Does this mean if we board this escape pod, we can get to the artificial satellite? Then we're actually going to go home from the very start. They had a way for us to get out. We weren't going to be abandoned. Hey, what is that? What's happening? Lady Kuraro, you managed to fix your mask. Enough about my mask, you dullard. What the hell is that thing? An escape pod, apparently. Looks like we can use it to get to the artificial satellite. So, we don't have to stay here? Freaking sweet! We're gonna get our happy ending after all. What's so happy about it, rag boy? We've known this was coming. We never have agreed to the enemy's proposal. What were Nozomi's and Ima's sacrifices for? She's right. The whole tragedy happened because we wanted to escape. If we just trusted in humanity and fought until the end like Nozomi said, maybe then the mission would have been a success and we wouldn't have lost her. Stop it. We dug our own graves. We could have had a happy ending all along, but we messed it up. Rara's right. We should have believed Nozomi. We made the wrong choice and this is what we get for it. We screwed ourselves over with our own decisions.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, aren't the people on the satellite to blame for keeping us in the dark? If they just told us about the escape pod from the start, this never would have happened. Yeah, you have a point. Maybe they had some reason they couldn't contact us, even if they wanted to. Saray's not here, so I guess it was their only way to contact us? Who cares about any of that anymore? I don't care whose fault it is. We made the wrong call. This is why Nozomi and Ima are dead. What a tragic end to our tale. Say that again? If we could go back in time and do it over again, we wouldn't make the same mistakes again. We could do it right and get our happy ending. Whoever developed the game of life is a real scumbag for not giving us any retries. If we could redo things, if we could go back to the past. We stood there in silence until eventually.
全方位攻撃まで残り60秒。カウントダウンを始めます。
Me personally, I would board the pod. Go see what's happening on the artificial satellite. If I don't like it, I'm redoing it. But not before I get to know what's happening up there. Hey, we've only got 16 seconds left. Not like we got any reason to rush. Nothing's gonna happen.
残り30秒
We stood in silence, listening to the countdown ring out.
残り20秒
Are we gonna miss the pod? This countdown represents a future that we were unable to reach. The moment the world was meant to end. The moment a new world was meant to begin.
残り10秒
The long, arduous battle we fought in order to reach that future.
残り5秒
It was all meaningless in the end.
3、2、1
Our war ended not with a bang, but with a whimper.
エラーシステムに重大なトラブル発生全方位攻撃を実行できませんエラーシステムに重大なトラブル発生全方位攻撃を実行できません
Nothing happened. The mission really has failed now. This is all our fault. I'm a disgrace to the Osuzuki name. What do we do now? What else? Our only option is to hop in the escape pod and head to the artificial satellite. That's right. There's nothing left except invaders here. No point in sticking around. Guess Earth is gonna get destroyed by world death eventually. I want to fly in a rocket! The last one never even left the ground. Which one? Huh. But how could we possibly face everybody in the satellite on? They're going to be mad, aren't they? Will they forgive us? We'll have to bow our heads and ask for forgiveness. Let's rub our faces on the floor until they're all scrapped up. But we tried, right? We risk our lives to fight for them. Doesn't mean a damn thing if we didn't produce results. I absent-mindedly listened to what everyone had to say. Nothing we lost would ever return. There was nothing we could do anymore. Is this really the ending we want? It's time to give my answer. It's time to choose the right path for me. I get to decide. I have to press forward and trust my decision. And in order to make that happen... Yeah. Decide your destiny. Return to the past. I'm gonna say no. I am going to say no. I want to know what happens here. And then we'll move on. Is this okay? Can I really let things end this way? Please. This is the second time you give me a choice. You're not gonna tell me this is also the second time you don't actually give me a choice. Oh my. No, it can't end like this. I don't want it to. Motherfucker. It also defaults to yes, no? It does. Huh? Say something, Takumi? Can't let things end with all of these regrets. I can't go into the future like this. I want a do-over. Takumi? Guys, I might be able to save us. All of us here. All of the people on the artificial satellite. Even our friends who've died. What? What's going on? Everyone, I need you to hear me out. Determined, I began to explain what had happened to me. About my body feeling the effects of absorbing crypto glowing from the Undying Flames boy. And what it was I was about to attempt. I told him everything. You mean freaking time travel? Back to the past? I can barely believe it. Is crypto glowing really that powerful? Flying on the wings of time would be a truly epoch-defining event. No. Who's ever heard of a killing game where they let you go back in time? Oh wait, there's actually a ton of them. He's there? So, you're saying you're considering using that power to go back in time? Yeah, I want to do over. I'll do whatever it takes to get back what we've lost. So I'm going to use cryptoglobin to go back in time. To change our outcome. But you're the only one who can go back, right? You really can't go with you? I want to help Ima too. I'm sorry. That won't be possible. So basically, you're the only one who gets to leave the present where everything's gone to shit. You're gonna abandon us failures here and do it all over again by yourself, huh? But if Takumi goes to the past and saves us, history will change and we'll be saved too, right? I guess it all depends on how the effects play out. The present might change the moment. The past is changed, or history could branch off and this present would never change at all. Ultimately, both outcomes are just armchair theories, so we'll never really know unless Takumi tries. Both of them sounds pretty cool to me. If the writer's any good, they can make any outcome interesting. You're not gassing yourself up, are you? There's no way I understood that, right? So, there's no way of knowing what will happen to us here, huh? Including whether anything will change or not. I'm still confused. Can anyone explain it using manga as a reference? Have you ever read the one with the blue robot cat? I guess Eden Zero, but like... Are you really gonna reference Eden Zero? Of all manga. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go check. Manga, blue robot cat, Doraemon? Hold up, time travel. And Doraemon, yeah? Yeah, exactly. The story revolves around an earless robotic cat named Doraemon who travels back to the 22nd century. Okay, I get it, sorry. You know, Doraemon's not very big outside of Japan. I think so at least. The one thing we know for sure, pause, is that Takumi is the only one who can redo the past. That's not fair. He'll be the only one who gets to feel better. Basically, it means you're gonna abandon us. Knowing that, are you still gonna do it? Even if you gotta discard the people you fought beside? Shouldn't you maybe rethink this? There's no reason to subject yourself to this war all over again. Just forget about it and come to the satellite with us. We can all live a nice, quiet life up there. Give it to us straight, Takumi. If I don't like your answer, I can't promise I'll be able to control myself. Let me choose, please! You're gonna default to yes again? Yeah. No. No matter what I might try to tell myself, it can't end like this. I don't want it to. I want to do it all over again. It's a bit annoying when you think about it, but for Takumi's character, it's actually good. It's actually pretty damn good for him. He's determined to do it. He wants to do it at pretty much any cost. Even if his friends are telling him, yo, you're gonna leave us all alone here. You're serious, aren't you? Yeah, I'm going back in time. Yo, we won't be going to the artificial satellite together. The person I cared for isn't waiting for me there anyway. No reason to go. I'm going to redo everything and get her back. That's why I'm going to fight again. It's like you ain't gonna listen to anything we have to say. In my case, go for it, man. If you're that determined, just do what you gotta do. And that means this is goodbye. Yeah. Takemaru, bro. Sorry, Takemaru. Takumi, you're really going to go? I wish I could join you. I'm sorry, Kako.
No.
Man, I don't get you at all. You gotta be crazy to want to fight again after everything we've been through. All I can say is, good luck. Thank you for spending all this time with a filth bag pig like me. Be well, Takumi. I don't really understand what's going on, but I bid you farewell, Sir Takumi. Godspeed. May you be victorious. This doesn't mean I forgive you. In fact, I'll hold this against you until I die. But if you're going to do this, make sure you do it right. Don't let Nozomi die this time. Of course. Bye-bye, Takumi. If you find yourself in a real killing game, summon me into that timeline isekai style. Then I guess we should get going. The remainder of humanity is waiting for us on the artificial satellite. Yeah, that's right. Goodbye, Takumi.
じゃあな、みんな。元気でな。
And so, everybody except me stepped onto the escape pod. Nobody turned to look back at me or the school. I'm gonna yap a bit. If we're gonna have multiple routes, I wonder if, like, how can I say this? This is Route 0. We're gonna branch into Route 1. Route 1, oh my god. Does that mean that Route 1 is gonna be like canon and have a real ending? And not like we finished Route 1 and then it's still shit and we have to go back to the past again. Right? Because if it does happen to be like this, that means that at the end of every route, we are gonna have to get inside the defense room, absorb the baby's cryptoglobin, and do the redo again. I wonder how that's gonna... Oh, it's gonna play out. Because this is very interesting. A short while after all of them had boarded. Nothing is gonna happen to them, right? I hope they can at least find happiness over there. We may have failed the mission, but they still risk their lives to save humanity. They have the right to live happy lives from here on. They should be rewarded even. I'm sure they'll be fine. Unlike me, they have people they love waiting for them up there. And as time goes on, they'll be able to find more people to cherish. I'm sure they'll be able to live happily. It just won't be on Earth, that's all. Now then, you better get going. I don't actually know how I'm supposed to go back in time though. Should I just activate my redo skill? Ow. Because in battle you press start and it says redo wave, restart wave or something like that. Well, I was just talking about it. Redo your 100 days. Yes. You're gonna have another form or you're just gonna trigger the change? Another form. Damn! Another form, I meant like you know, Eito, the long cape, the slicked hair back. Did it what? Where are they? It's empty? No! Oh my god! I am so frustrated because I kind of I wanted to know what was on the artificial satellite before going to the past. We're not gonna know. This is so annoying. This is so annoying. What a cliffhanger. Well, well, well. The past decides the future. The future decides the past.
やり直すんだ。もう一度。俺は過去に戻る。遺血の力が持つ限り、遡れる過去まで。そこから全てをやり直すんだ。今度こそ大切な人を守るために。もう後悔するのは嫌だ。未来は自分で選ぶ。そのために俺はもう一度戦う。未来を背負って過去を戦う。俺が望んだ結末を俺の力で選び取るために未来を俺が決めるんだ。過去も未来もここから始まる。俺が死ぬその時まで俺は必死に生きてやる。
Damn.
俺は今度こそ自分が決めたことを信じて進むんだ。
You're gonna do that for every... What? No, 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 I need to know! No! Again? Oh, this is in English. Okay. First scenario is Kodaka fully... Oh! This is so interesting. Does that mean that... It's not a mix of both... it's not a mix of writing from both Kodaka and Uchikoshi, right? It means... Hey, Rumble. Damn. What I was saying is like each of them probably took on a number of routes. Soloed that shit? That is crazy. Okay, so does that mean we really have not seen a little bit of Uchikoshi's writing? Because again, I am not familiar with Zero Escape games and stuff like that. And I really felt like this was Kodaka writing this, right? With all the bullshit. I just knew it. Now, interesting. Soloing roots is crazy. I was expecting, a mix of both. Like in a root. Not even just in a root. The whole game to be a mix of both. Like they were working hand in hand. Soloing roots? Wow. Damn, the ending song is pretty damn good. Wow. The 100 line. Last of to be continued. No, now. I want to continue now. Wow. Autosave morning. Triple. I don't know. Huh. Oh, it says clear. That's so interesting. Yeah. What do you mean to? The soundtrack is different? The CG is different. The background image. Okay, we're on page 2 now. Audio gallery. Yeah, this is the ending. This hasn't played yet, has it? What did bro say? Do I load or do I continue? I guess it's the same, but this is so troll. The 100... What do you mean the 100 line 2?